The B is for bigot. Your boy Ernest Bigot is back, and I want to talk today about Chicago's mayor, Brandon Johnson, out there waving the race flag like he's auditioning for a Spike Lee joint. And it's giving me whiplash.
Business and Economic Neighborhood Development, the deputy mayor is a black woman. Department of Planning and Development is a black woman. Infrastructure deputy mayor is a black woman. Chief Operations Officer is a black man. Budget director is a black woman. Senior advisor is a black man.
This guy's on the mic, chest all puffed out, bragging about how he's hiring black folks, taking care of the blacks, like he's running a reparations job fair instead of a city, a big city. And shocker, the DOJ is knocking on his door.
In a letter to Johnson, the DOJ's Civil Rights Division said, when the Attorney General has reasonable cause to believe that a state or local government employer is engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination in violation of Title VII, it is the Attorney General's responsibility to take appropriate action to eliminate the violation, including seeking injunctive relief. Our investigation is based on information suggesting you made hiring decisions solely on the basis of race.
Probably because he forgot that running your mouth about race-based hiring as a public official is like lighting a match in a room full of dynamite. I mean, since Kamala didn't win and all, because, she'd have sent him extra grant money, I'm sure. And I'm here to tell you that this here is peak clownery. And the nation, we got a bad case of black fatigue from racists like Brandon trying to resurrect Jim Crow with a twist. Let's flip the script for a second here. Imagine me, Ernest Bigot, mayor, waddling up to the podium in my finest sweat-stained tracksuit, announcing to the world, hey, I'm hiring white people. I'm taking care of white folks. Caucasians, we're the most generous people on the planet. We take care of everyone. Welcome all. The internet would lose their goddamn minds faster than a 6'4" trans activist in high heels in a dress being called sir.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am. Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now. Here comes the spider.
Man.
CNN would have a 24/7 crisis panel. X would crash from the outrage. MSNBC would run a week-long special titled The Return of the Klan. And I'd be canceled so hard, my ancestors would be disturbed from their peaceful rest. The headlines, racist Mayor Ernest Bigot brings back segregation. Protests in the street, Molotov cocktails are flowing. Al Sharpton would be outside my office with his megaphone, but Brandon Johnson does it. It's just Tuesday. He's out there bragging about stacking City Hall with black hires like it's a diversity Pokemon card collection. And somehow that's what they consider to be progressive? Give me a break. This here is systemic racism, plain and simple. But it's got a DEI sticker slapped upon it. So everyone's supposed to nod along like it's justice. Brandon's crying white supremacy as though it's 1955, when the real ghost of racism is him himself, standing at the podium, resurrecting a system where your color or skin decides your job application's fate. Whitey? Hell no! That's him right there. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife and serve it at a vegan potluck.
Good news, everyone! You don't have to eat meat. I made enough gazpacho for all.
Go back to Russia!
He's not dismantling the systemic racism. He's building it. Brick by stupid, idiotic brick. And then wondering why the DOJ's sniffing around. Spoiler alert, Brandon. When you scream, I'm hiring based on race in public.
BOA Construction received the prime construction contract at O'Hare under my administration. It's the first black prime construction worker company to have a prime contract. 6 developers, 5 of which are black, 3 are women. We are moving in the right direction.
The feds don't send you a gold star. They send you a goddamn subpoena. Does Brandon not know that sanity won out on November 5th? And here is the kicker. I don't care if a private business wants to play racial roulette with their hiring. You want to hire only people who look like you? That's your right, in my opinion. Go for it. I believe in liberty and the rights of the individual and personal responsibility. And me? If someone's racist like that, I'll just take my money elsewhere and your business can sink or swim. Freedom's messy like that. But when you're the mayor of Chicago, running a government that's supposed to serve everyone, and you're out here turning City Hall into a racial hiring quota experiment, that ain't freedom. That's reviving Jim Crow, except with an upside down flip and a kick to the stomach or the balls. You're not sticking it to the man, Brandon. You become the man. And the nation's exhausted. Folks, we got black fatigue, we got white fatigue, we got everybody fatigue because clowns like Brandon keep dividing us into little color-coded boxes. Every time that boy opens his mouth, it's like he's pouring gasoline on a country that's endured this nonsense since Barack Obama was supposed to have snuffed it all out once and for all. Instead, they poured gasoline on racial relations like it was George Floyd, Minneapolis. Burn it all down. We're woke. You know what would actually fix things? Maybe hiring based on merit. I mean, it's a crazy idea, I know. Imagine a world where we pick people for jobs because, I don't know, good at them. Not because they check the right racial box or make your diversity PowerPoint look pretty as you explain it to all your fellow wokes. But no, Brandon's out here trying to bring back segregation.
Segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
Just with a TED Talk vibe and a massive budget deficit for the city.
Chicago's credit rating has dropped. S&P Global Ratings announced today the city.
But what does he care? It's not like he was a math major. Or any of the black kids he wants to hire can actually do the math for him. And I say that based on data from the Illinois Assessment of Readiness for the 2023-24 school year. Only 7.4% of black students in Chicago public schools could do math at the grade level. Do statistics make me racist? Either way, if I am, I could never match Brandon's.
His riverfront restaurant license was yanked and given to a black restaurateur. That has, once again, reinforced the belief among real Chicagoans, white and black and Mexican, that you are a racist. What do you say to those people?
This whole mess is splitting up the country faster than a bad divorce. People here, we're tired of being told that our race defines our worth. Whether it's Brandon's hiring spree of the darker skin color or the ghost of white supremacy that he seems to be fighting like it's still running the show. But no, Brandon, you're doing your damnedest to resurrect it. And with every speech, you're making sure we're just a little bit more pissed off, a little bit more divided, and a whole lot more fatigued. Because if at this point someone would invite you and me, Brandon, for a sit-down dinner together, I'd probably decline. And you'd call it racism, of course. I'll call it wanting to spend my time around good and decent people. And my friend, not my friend, you do not qualify